Hi, and welcome back to week 4 of movie reviews. This past week, I saw 3 new films, the first one being 2022's Black Adam, and here's the plot. Nearly 5,000 years after he was bestowed with the almighty powers of the Egyptian gods and imprisoned just as quickly, Black Adam is freed from his earthly tomb, ready to unleash his unique form of justice on the modern world. Rated PG-13 with a runtime of 2 hours and 4 minutes. Starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as Black Adam. And I'm going to get straight to the point here. I wanted this movie to be good. I don't really think anybody really goes into a movie wanting it to be bad unless they want it to be so bad that it's funny, but this wasn't even that bad. It was just... it's not what I wanted, okay? And I love DC. I just want to make that clear. I think DC is way better than Marvel, especially you go off the comic books, you go off the cartoon shows, all the animated series, way better than Marvel. And DC looks at Marvel and they see the success of Marvel throughout the recent years, and so they try to make their movies like that, but they suck when they try to be Marvel. When you see them try to be themselves, like they did for Joker, they did with the new Batman, everybody loves it. It's amazing. And it's great. Sadly, Black Adam fell short. From the overuse of CGI to the poorly developed characters, it was just... they missed the target. And it sucks. Because I was like, oh, I love Shazam. Shazam was great. I really enjoyed that. And so Black Adam goes hand in hand with Shazam, or... his actually name is Captain Marvel, but they lost the rights to it. So his name's Shazam now. But yeah, so I was super excited for this collaboration because, I don't know, it's something new. You always see Batman stuff, which I love Batman, but this is going to be a different thing. I was super excited for that. But they just threw too many they threw too many superheroes, into this show or this movie. And you can't explain all those characters, especially because all of them have never been seen in live action before. So you have a whole bunch of people not knowing who these characters are. So you don't really get to explain them, you don't really get to explain them as much as a fan would love them to be explained. And then you got all our focus on these other superheroes that we lose what the movie's about, which is Black Adam. And even if it wasn't for those superheroes, a big part is the civilians. For some reason, the main focus is on them too. And they try to throw in comedy in it, and every joke, there's a few jokes that hit, but a lot of them don't. And it just feels forced and it's not natural. And it just sucks. It sucks because I love DC, and they just need to do better. And they can do better. They've proven it. They've proven it. Just be themselves. Don't try to be somebody else. That's all I gotta say on that. It was all right for a one-time watch. Nothing special. It wasn't the worst superhero movie I saw. Definitely wasn't the best. I probably won't watch it again. But as of now, Black Adam is in theaters, so go watch it if you'd like. So the second movie I watched this week was 2001's Vanilla Sky. Here's the plot. A self-indulged and vain publishing magnate finds his privileged life upended after a vehicular accident with a resentful lover. Rated R with a runtime of 2 hours and 16 minutes. Starring Tom Cruise, Penelope Cruz, Cameron Diaz, and Kurt Russell. Now, I ran across this movie on Amazon Prime. I'd never heard of it before, but I like Tom Cruise, so I decided to watch it. And it was pretty good. I don't know if it was a flop at the time it came out, because I've never heard of it before other than just going past it right there. And then they have so many, or just a handful of big stars, so you would think that I would have heard of it before. So may have been a flop at the time or something. Maybe it just, everything was better over that. I don't know. I didn't think it was that awful. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a decent movie. And I really like seeing Tom Cruise in movies where it's not just Mission Impossible. Mission Impossible, I enjoy. They're fun movies. But I think Tom Cruise does a great job at like serious roles and stuff. And especially like before all the Mission Impossible stuff, he does a great job in those movies like Jerry Maguire, Risky Business. Just two, those are great movies. Cocktail, another great movie. And I would love to just see Tom Cruise in more serious roles in recent times, I guess, modern times. I'd like to see him, not just be doing action movies, which are enjoyable and stuff, but he does great at these other things too. So I don't want him to hold back. I thought this had a unique story to it, and they had a very cool twist at the end of it. It was a thriller, which is my favorite genre, or definitely one of my favorite genres. I always love thrillers. I like things that I have to think about and that always have a little twist at the end. And I thought this one was a fun movie with that, especially because it had a cool concept to it. And I thought the acting was great. And I love the way they tell the story too. It's awesome. So a big thing is it's just told by Tom Cruise to his therapist or whatever, and throughout the film it just, you get different scenes of what's happening, and it's piece by piece, and I like when stories are told like that. Overall, it wasn't an amazing movie. I'll definitely probably see it one more time in my life, but it was definitely a fun watch if you're looking for something new to watch. As of now, you can find Vanilla Sky on Amazon Prime and Paramount Plus. So the last movie I watched this past week was 2007's Sweeney Todd, the Demon Butler of Fleet Street, and here's the plot. The legendary tale of a barber who returns from wrongful imprisonment to 1840s London, bent on revenge for the rape and death of his wife, and resumes his trade while forming a sinister partnership with his fellow tenant Miss Lovett. Rated R, with a runtime of 1 hour and 56 minutes. Starring Johnny Depp, Helena Bonham Carter, and Alan Rickman. I was not ready for this film. Okay, I've heard of it. I was told to watch it. I knew it was a musical. Should have probably read the whole title, because I only know it as Sweeney Todd, and not Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street, which would have indicated that it was going to be a dark movie. Now, this is my second Tim Burton review. So, knowing it was a Tim Burton movie, I was like, yes, it's going to be a little dark. It's pretty gruesome movie. Definitely the darkest musical I've ever seen. And yeah, I was not ready for it. But don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed it. I always love the combination of Johnny Depp and Helena Bonham Carter. I think they work very well together, especially in these Tim Burton movies, which is basically where they only work together. But I think they make a great duo. Yeah, and the music was good. It almost gave me a kind of Newsies feel, to where it's not like everybody has like a beautiful voice that you see in most musicals, but rather kind of raggedy voices, if that makes any sense. I don't know if that's a good way of explaining it, but that's how I see it. I thought it was a fun movie. It had a little dark twist at the end, which was fun, because I was not ready for that. It definitely caught me off guard. And it's been a while, I don't even know if I've ever done it, but I watched this movie by myself. And they had parts where I was just talking to the TV. I was like, what? This is weird. I never do this. But it just drove me to that point, and I really liked that. It made it very enjoyable for me. So I definitely recommend this to anybody who likes dark movies or just musicals or both, because it's a perfect combination. As of now, Sweeney Todd is on HBO Max, which is where I watched it, and you can rent it on Amazon Prime.